I have no idea how I'm going to open this show. So I'm just going to say good morning, geeks and gamers. Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Daily. We are joined by the most positive man in the history of the internet, Ryan Kennel, and me, formerly the most toxic man until Ryan came along. And now no one really hates me anymore, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah, that's true. You've gone
microphone.
check.
There we
What?
go. It was doing that.
I just
clicking.
came in hot.
It's cackling at first, sounded like Kamala Harris.
That's weird.
There we go. You're good. All right. Hi, Ryan.
All right. Hi. Yeah. I forget what you said, but yeah, there actually used to be people that hate you. Probably because you used to make videos. Now that you don't make videos, people don't have as many opportunities to hate you because we just come on here on this stream and talk about the same thing every day.
That is kind of true.
That's
kind of true.
Probably what my guess is. The people
I heard a rumor.
Subscribed with notifications on for this channel for like 4 years and screenshot every one of them and share it in their little queer Discord groups. Like those people somehow, they don't have as many opportunities to take a dig at you.
That is true. Are you saying I should make more videos, Ryan? Is that what you're saying, Ryan?
I've heard that on YouTube that can work. Maybe not necessarily on a channel like say Maulers or something. He gets away with one a fucking year. But to be fair, his 6 hours of content is probably equal to what all of my videos add up to.
That is very true. That is very true. One of these days I might make another video. We'll see. At least I got Steph doing some shorts here on the channel with
just hand it over to Odin, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just hand the entire channel over to Odin, Josiah, and Mike. And that's pretty much all we have.
Yeah, I might make a video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how today's stream goes. Maybe I'll make a video. We got Tuesday night's main event tonight. We got some stuff to talk about. We got Battlefront tomorrow. I was just discussing that with Jed, and we got to get the crew together. We got a big day tomorrow. We got a big day today. There's just a lot going on. And I see everybody is scanning in. Gung Ho Max says Jeremy is now universally loved. I wouldn't go that far. I'm just not universally hated like Ryan anymore. And it's I don't know. I don't know if I should feel weird about it or not. I don't even get hate on Twitter anymore. You know what I mean? Like all my I will say my haters, like the genuine hate is there because they have pretty much disappeared from my replies on Twitter now that I'm monetized. They've disappeared.
They don't want to contribute.
Yeah, no, I think it's so funny because, like, on one hand, it's pathetic. Some of these people have been like hating on me for years, and now I know that they're still hating on me, but I don't even know of their existence anymore now, which makes it even funnier. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with it. Is Ahsoka out yet? I think it comes out tonight, right? It comes out tonight.
It comes out tonight at 9 Eastern. 9 Eastern during Tuesday night's main event. Counter program.
They're trying to dethrone us. They're trying to take us down.
They're trying to pull a Trump with the Republican debates.
Yeah. So I don't think it's going to work out too good, but I'll grift off of them tonight. So you can either today or tonight you can just send a super chat for the money you would have spent on Disney Plus, and since they're watching, they'll see it. You know what I mean? So it's okay. I like that idea.
A year ago, that would have been $7.99. Now it's $10.99, and a couple months from now, it's going to be $13.99. So
that Desirius, RIP to the legend Crip Daddy. Yes, Crip Daddy. Man, I saw so many people talking about this on Twitter. He was one of the coolest dudes, man. And we had him on Friday Night Tights, I think once, right?
We had him a couple times. I remember a couple times we've had him on there.
And I've been following him on Twitter forever and a day. Just one of the funniest dudes. Like, just man, he gave no fucks, and kind of let you. That he was a breath of fresh air. And you got all these victim leftists out there that just want to feel sorry for themselves. Here's Crip Daddy just being a badass, man. So there is a GoFundMe out there. I think we can share it. And
there is,
help
really funeral costs and everything, and it's already blown away. What they're gonna do basically is for any excess they're gonna donate to a charity. But just a guy who obviously knew that his time here was limited. Like, he's known that, his family's known that ever since he was born. but he just continued to live life like the way he wanted to with no fucks given. One
Yeah.
of the funniest FNTs maybe ever was Donovan, so Crip Daddy and Gundam, because obviously Gundam's basically always on the precipice of killing himself. You know, that's like the meme. And then Crip Daddy's kind of the opposite. Like life is trying to kill him, but he keeps on living.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like during COVID and everything. It was awesome. So
Yeah.
shout out to him. A lot of people remembered him today. I think one of the best things in the world. I gotta fucking show this. His last tweet is an interaction he was having. With this guy. Dear God, go touch some grass. Please get off your phone and hang out with people in real life. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. He's like, who's gonna tell him that I'm looking like a cripple, right? So this guy was getting ratio because of this, but then look what Ricky Berwick said. You killed him.
God damn it, Ricky.
You killed him. He tweeted this out last night.
I love Ricky so much, dude. I love Ricky so much. What a fun. Holy shit. I love Ricky. God damn it. That was so good. Oh, man. But yeah, RIP to Crip Daddy. And mods, feel free to drop that link to the GoFundMe. And it's well overperformed their goal, but show some love. Man, it's just sad. It's very, very sad. Gremlin says G&G scanner goes meek. Meek. There we go. What's up, Gremlin? How are you today? Keenan, Jeremy, what do you think of the character Nacho from Better Call Saul? Nacho Varga? I like Nacho. Nacho is awesome. Man, between the Breaking Bad universe, I mean, if you look at like obviously, I for a while thought Better Call Saul was going to end up being better than Breaking Bad. I personally don't think it quite stuck the landing. It still was good, and it was still a good ending. I don't think it really landed as well as Breaking Bad, but the fact that I even had the question, is Better Call Saul better than Breaking Bad, it just shows how good that show was. That show was fantastic. And then obviously you've got the what was it? El Camino. I didn't like El Camino that much. Did you see El Camino?
Yeah, it was like it was too short to be worth anything, like in my mind. You know what I mean? I feel like both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul both are kind of slow burns in their own ways. You know, so the idea of having what was it, like a 2 hour, like hour and a half, whatever it was, I just didn't get much out of it.
Yeah, yeah. The El Camino just was I don't know. That was a letdown. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it was just kind of whatever. But overall, I haven't watched Breaking Bad since I watched Better Call Saul, but I have watched Breaking Bad multiple times. Out of the two, what did you like?
For me, I haven't seen the last 2 seasons of Better Call Saul yet. So I mean, I'd
Okay.
have to say Breaking Bad, but I
The
respect both of them for not going too long. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like closing it out at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. Subhuman dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Subhuman. Neanderthal dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Neanderthal. Appreciate that. But yeah, we got some topics to talk about today, Ryan. So what's up first?
Well, I guess one thing I just wanted to talk about, we obviously talked about the massive flop that is Blue Beetle. We were laughing at that yesterday. And hell, Manuel Soto, that dumb bitch director that decided to take a shot at us here on this show. I'm sure he's crying now and pretending that he's completely fine. But
Yep.
it just goes more into this bigger problem that is DC at the box office. We saw the tweets, the reports that were floating around yesterday, basically after this terrible opening and people knowing that there's no way Blue Beetle is going to make money now with this horrendous, worst DCEU opening in history. It's the 7th DCEU movie in a row that has failed. You have to go back to 2019 to Shazam before you have a movie that was actually profitable for them at the box office. Just take a look at these numbers. It's almost impossible to imagine. Blue Beetle, The Flash, Shazam Fear the Gods, Black Adam, The Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman 1984, and Birds of Prey. 7 in a row that have lost money at the box office. Now, a couple right here Suicide Squad 184 obviously have that COVID asterisk. You know, they had the day and date release on HBO Max. Theaters weren't necessarily at capacity for these things, especially Wonder Woman 1984. So at least you have, you know, some wiggle room with those and some sort of relevant excuse. The others, you don't. 7 in a row. The Batman was thrown in there. That was a financial success, but that is out of this universe. And now Blue Beetle is just the next in this list. Go ahead.
Why has it got the Batman Part 2 listed then if the Batman Part 1 is not in the universe?
I just think it's because they put through a random hate in production for DC and they don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's why I think that's there. But yeah, you can see the Batman is not on this list.
Right,
It's outside. Absolutely. Same way Joker's not here. Right.
Yep.
But it just kind of does make you wonder how hard is this job going to be for James Gunn and how much damage is he doing to his own credibility throughout this entire thing? Even though these movies were not made under the vision of James Gunn, he's been an important part of their strategies in terms of cuts that they've made, edits that they've made, marketing decisions, things like that. And, you know, once again, James Gunn, before this came out, said it's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life, one of the best superhero movies. And we're definitely going to have Jaime Reyes, Zolo Maradueño's Blue Beetle in our universe going forward. And it just is reminding people, you know, he said the same thing about The Flash, that it was one of the best superhero movies ever made. And now you're starting to see a lot of the things that he said or done getting picked apart, starting with the Henry Cavill situation. We had the Gal Gadot confusion where she came out and said she talked to James Gunn and she said that she's going to be there. And then we got reports from Warner Brothers saying that's not true. Now you have stuff like this, James Gunn saying he's not making a young Superman movie despite ditching Henry Cavill. This was a conversation surrounding Blue Beetle and the Superman references in Blue Beetle. And someone said, hey, you know, where does this take place? As if it's your young Superman, does it take place in the past? He's like, I never said I was making a young Superman movie. And people are like, well, you fucking did. That's why you said you recast Henry Cavill. And James Gunn said, well, I meant at an earlier stage in his career, not younger. It's like, holy fuck, dude. The constant twisting of the narratives when it comes to James Gunn is already pissing people off when it comes to DC, and he hasn't even made a movie yet.
With that said, and I just thought about this. And by the way, a few people said, asked me if I'm sick. I literally just woke up. I did Cobra Cast, and then I went on Beardo's birthday stream last night. So I just woke up. So no, I'm not sick. Not yet, anyway. One day I will be. But as far as the DC, whatever it's going to be called moving forward, here's what I think is we had to think about, and we talked about it. The Batman did well, and Joker did phenomenal. So DC properties, when they have the right marketing and when they have the right, story and everything like that, it can overcome all the other nonsense. So I guess what this comes down to is how good is James Gunn's Superman movie going to be? And if it's good, and I do think that the casting for this guy, David, what was it? Corin Sweat? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
I think the casting, just based on appearance, looks really good. Lois is 10 times better than Lois was in the Man of Steel universe. It really comes down to if the movie's good, then DC characters can still bring the heat big time. But my God, man, it is a disaster right now. And they should blow the whole thing up. Like, wouldn't they have been better off if they just didn't release The Flash and took the loss and didn't release Blue Beetle and just took the loss at this point?
So probably. Obviously, we kind of have to wait and see how things shake out, but say The Flash. And also recently we got an update that one that we've been talking about for a long time, but again, a lot of the trades try to protect these studios. The report that The Flash is only like a $200 or $220 million movie. That's not true. It's over $300 million and likely more. That recently came out. But if the marketing, say if the marketing for that movie was 150 million, like on par with Disney movies, it didn't make that much money back. You know what I mean? So like you would have actually been better off just fucking eating it. Just eating the entire production budget, maybe doing a write-off like they did with Batgirl or something like that. And Blue Beetle, who knows? I don't know what the marketing is for a Blue Beetle. We've been in the dark a little bit about that. So, but if the marketing for that movie was $75 million and it doesn't make at least $150 million at the box office, then yeah, You would have been better off not marketing it at all, just eating the production costs, and you would have lost less money.
Yep, 100%. So, yeah, it is. I mean, it's going to be weird to see how he approaches his move forward from a messaging standpoint, from a continuity standpoint. It's a disaster. It's all over the place. And yeah, I mean, I think there might be more pressure on his Superman movie than any Superman movie we've seen. And if you look back, if you go back to Superman Returns, and I don't know how where you were like in life, were you where were you at when Superman Returns
Superman
came out?
Returns was like what, 2006 or something?
Yeah.
I didn't like I didn't hate Superman Returns or anything like that. I kind of shrugged my shoulders and like moved on.
Were you kind of like, I remember the discussion surrounding Superman Returns. Superman Returns had a lot of hype. A lot of hype.
It,
And
to
it
me,
did nothing. It did nothing. Like it just kind of came and went once it released.
I remember. Well, the trailer is the thing I remember more than anything
Oh,
else.
they were
The
so
bullet,
good. They were
right?
so
Like
good.
that. The trailer was cool, but the movie itself, it felt like it was a Christopher Reeve impersonation.
Yeah.
And obviously that's what they were going for, right? That's like that was the point. Superman Returns. It's that iteration of Superman, but it never felt right. It just felt weird. I felt like they
Yeah.
should have just kind of done their own thing and started something new. And I
Yeah.
did like that Brandon Routh got a chance to be Superman again in the Arrowverse.
Yep.
As terrible as a lot of the final, years of the Arrowverse were, I thought that was awesome.
Yes, the teaser trailer for Superman Returns was fucking phenomenal. My God, man. I loved it so much. But yeah, so I mean that one, I remember Brandon Routh was doing an interview on Larry King Live, and Larry King Live was basically he said, "Are you ready?" Told Brandon Routh, "Are you ready for your life to change? Because you are about to become an international megastar." And it didn't quite happen for him. It didn't quite happen for him. I like Brandon Routh, and I don't hate Superman Returns either. There's elements of it that I do enjoy. It obviously has some huge problems. But yeah, it's not no Rumble today. Yeah, we're on Rumble. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. We're on Rumble.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Mhm.
you fucking made me panic. But I'm like, I set that shit up.
Yeah. We're on Rumble. I'm looking at it right now. 58,000 follows over on Rumble. Thank you guys. Look at Linko Kenobi with the 50. What's up, guys? Hey, Jeremy, watched your last night show this morning. Good stuff. BS on what our country is going through. Trump all the way, no matter what happens. I'm just scanning in right now. LOL. Trump 2024 199. See you guys tonight on Battlefront. Hell yes. And a programming note for anyone that watches Cobra Cast. Tomorrow's Cobra Cast is going to be a lot earlier than normal. Usually I do Cobra Cast pretty late on Wednesdays, around 11:30 Eastern PM. Tomorrow I've got to see what time the Tucker and Trump interview drops on Twitter X, and apparently it's going to drop around the same time as the debate. So we'll do Cobra Cast then. I'll react to that interview, and then we're gonna have a long night of Battlefront. We didn't have a Battlefront last week. Melanie was in town, so we'll have a extra long Battlefront tomorrow. So it's gonna be awesome. So looking forward to it. So see you guys tomorrow for Battlefront, and obviously for Cobra Cast. So good stuff right there.
I'm sure it won't be frustrated at all using X's video to watch like an hour-long interview or something and constantly having to like fucking refresh and restart it.
Hey,
because Twitter video sucks.
I am a Twitter Blue subscriber, and I can download video. Thank you very much. Okay.
That's right. Can you download it on the desktop?
I've never tried it on there, but I can do it on my phone and just re-upload it as an
Transfer 'em.
unlisted video or something. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And people re-upload Tucker's thing, but it's if we're gonna do it as soon as it drops, so it probably won't be re-uploaded at that point in time. I gotta show this right here. And we'll just talk about the headline real quick. Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins actor Andrew Koji admits movie lacked integrity. You know what else it lacked? Snake Eyes. Fuck that movie.
What does that mean?
So, like, I guess integrity for the character, I guess, is what they're trying to say. You know, like I don't. It doesn't matter. This movie was trash. It lacked Snake Eyes, is what it lacked. It lacked G.I. Joe. It lacked pretty much everything that it needed to make a fucking movie in the G.I. Joe universe built around the most iconic and popular character in the G.I. Joe universe. I can't remember how much money this movie made. I think it made like
It's like $30 million or something. Yeah, it was bad.
Jesus.
You know what? It was really lacking was Channing Tatum.
Fuck that. It was lacking Ray Park. Is what it was lacking. But yeah,
I think that you could prove like the Channing Tatum movies made more money than this one. I think that was the issue.
I really hate Ryan. I really hate Ryan. I'm so glad.
Am
I'm
I
so glad.
wrong?
I'm so glad you're gonna cry yourself to sleep every night after watching Ahsoka. You fucking piece of shit.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna be mad. It really won't even be Ahsoka that makes me mad. It'll be everyone's reaction to it. That's what'll be upsetting.
Oh man. Jay's Greasy Wigglers has been watching y'all since corn pop. I was gonna say porn cop. Porn cop. Corn pop gate. Hail 199. That would have been a J meme right there. That would have been a J meme if he would have done that. I personally saw more ads for Blue Beetle than Shazam 2.
Yeah, anybody that's coping about Blue Beetle didn't get any marketing is a fucking idiot. Like it's been marketed for months and months and months. I've seen it everywhere. The Blue Beetle trailers got played before the Barbie movie. Like you can't get much better advertisement than that from Warner Brothers, can you? The Barbie movie, which is going to be the biggest movie at the box office this year, they played the Blue Beetle fucking trailer before every one of those things, and it's just been out there. It has. Now, I think that a lot of people in general don't consume as many ads as we used to because of streaming, because of things like this, because of YouTube Premium. But the marketing has been out there. They said the same thing about Shazam 2. The marketing budget came out. They spent $100 fucking million on marketing. So there has been a substantive marketing budget. If people are saying that there hasn't, they're just trying to fucking cope with the failure that is Blue Beetle. I've already seen people trying to cope with it, trying to like explain it away. Whether it's because those people are obsessed with identity politics or because they want to get in good with the people making the film or whatever. Like it's a fucking failure.
Yeah, and I mean, I saw plenty of advertisements for both of them too. I mean, I can't remember the last major film that I didn't see advertisements for. What there was one. There was a Disney animated movie from a year or two ago that they pretty much did abandon. Was it Strange World? Strange World? Is that the name of it? Strange World?
Mhm.
Yeah, like that one. I didn't see hardly any marketing for Strange World. I saw hardly any for that, but that's like the only major film that I can say like I just didn't see any marketing for. Like
And
every other film
you also
I've
got to
seen.
remember shit's so targeted nowadays too. So it's like, um, if you're a dude like a dude in your 40s that's watching mostly like adult themed content, how many random Disney animation studio ads might you get? You know what I mean? Stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
did you see this? I don't know. You talked about Ahsoka. Ahsoka does premiere tonight. We talked a little about it yesterday. Disney's going all in with Ahsoka. They've had special events at Disneyland. Ahsoka's appearing at Galaxy's Edge, not in Florida, because the Star Cruiser is still active in Florida. They don't want to disturb the timeline for anyone. But Ahsoka is making appearances at Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. They did a big fan event. They
Mhm.
actually moved up the premiere till a normal time, like they should have been doing for all these things, to make it maybe an actual event that people can participate in at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. It's going to go live. But have you seen the recent ad they put out for it with Chopper?
No.
Of all the
I
characters,
haven't seen anything except for the one trailer we reacted to on this channel.
that are in this, I think that Chopper's probably going to be the most well portrayed. So far, he seems to be completely in character, while everyone else seems like they're a robot version of who they were in the animated series. Here you go.
Can't just shoot it down, it would crash into the port city. Just ready a tracking device.
It's just with 2 lines. What do you think of Mary Elizabeth Winstead's Hera?
Awful, fucking awful acting.
I know, dude.
Holy shit.
It's just how I feel about so many of the characters that are in the Star Wars universe right now. That doesn't feel like Hera.
No, Hera
you know-
actually has some personality, man.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that is terrible.
And I'm not like a big Hera simp or anything.
I like Hera.
I'm not a big Hera simp. I'm not like in love with the character, but this is just so fucking boring.
Wow.
Exactly. No wonder Kanan just wanted to die. But Chopper seems to be in
And
character.
don't miss this time. No, I did not go through your stuff. Did you look under the backup battery?
That was used as an ad?
That's an ad for Ahsoka, yes.
Holy crap, that was bad. That was really bad.
It's really bad from Hera. Like
That was bad.
It's not great. And I don't know how much she's gonna be in this thing, to be honest. I really don't know how big of a role she's going to play in it, or how much is going to be Ahsoka and Sabine going off and doing their own thing. But yeah,
Yeesh.
some of the choices they've made for these live action representations, I just don't agree with. And yeah,
I think Hera's a pretty good character in Rebels, and she's got a lot of personality. That looked like fan film, like that was just like a fan film is what that looked like. That was bad.
that looks like somebody slept their way into getting cast for that role.
Yeesh.
I mean, it's not like that actress is married to Ewan McGregor or anything, so I'm sure there was nothing involved with that. No,
Man, that was bad.
Just how good she was at the job.
Yeah, it's all it was. It's all it was. My goodness, that was terrible. My goodness. Thank you for showing us that, Ryan. That was just good. That was, man. I mean, if you were on the fence about Ahsoka, now you're certainly going to tune in and watch it now. Certainly going to.
Yeah. Again, the only good representation I've seen so far is Chopper. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good Chopper from Rebels. Like, to be fair, but man, everybody else seems rough. I think they're gonna kill Chopper. They're gonna send him out in a blaze of glory, saving some like non-binary fucking child or some bullshit. Maybe that's what they'll do. Kill off Chopper.
Oh man, yeah. I just don't have a single desire in my like. There's not a bone in my body that wants to watch this show. Not one. And I say this as somebody that enjoyed Rebels and obviously I like Clone Wars, but yeah, this doesn't look good. But it's not even about this as much as it's just about the overall universe. As you said, I think you said it perfectly. It really doesn't matter if Ahsoka's the best show. Ahsoka could literally be the best show ever made in the history of television. It still would have no impact on Star Wars because Star Wars is dead. It's dead. It is. It's not coming back. It's not being saved. There's no decision that's going to be made. There's no creative decision. There's no civil war. There is none of that. Star Wars is dead. If you choose to continue to watch it, that's perfectly fine. But for anyone out there trying to give people hope that Star Wars is on the path of redemption or it's going to change, I think that is ridiculous. And under no circumstances should anyone believe that, because it's not true.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of social media excitement over Ahsoka. I really do. I think there's that dedicated, again, that there is a decent amount of crossover between people with Star Wars, Clone Wars avatars in their bios, and someone that make things trend on social media. A lot of the same people that got Gina Carano fired are, big social media users and fans of, these things, maybe because they were the right age when it came out or whatever. But I just think we're going to see a lot of hype over it, and a lot of the media saying that it's just the most incredible thing ever. And I really think it's going to be more kind of shallow storytelling from Star Wars. And that at the end of the day, it's not going to do anything. And there are still people that have hope for this. There's still people out there that think that it's going to retcon the sequel trilogy. Those people still exist. And
nope.
It's I just don't think that. I think that hope has been misguided for years now, and I think you're just fooling yourself if you continue to buy into that stuff. But Ahsoka comes out tonight. Disney's putting everything they can. They need a win for Star Wars. They have had L after L after L. After Mandalorian season 2, which I think you definitely count as a win, even though I thought that was overhyped. But in terms of the reaction from the general population of Mando season 2, that was a win. Since then, we've had Obi-Wan Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett, Mando season 3, which is a total nightmare. They need a win. And so they're betting it all on Ahsoka.
I think they're gonna get there's definitely gonna be a huge bump in the beginning for sure. It'll be interesting to see how the legs are after that. And I do think they've lost a lot of momentum with like Mandalorian and stuff like that. A lot of that excitement that they had, we will see how it goes. But I expect an initial bump and an initial a ton of excitement. We're all about the positive news here, Ryan, at Geeks and Gamers, and so I want to share some positive news. I'm not even being sarcastic though. Oppenheimer is looking at between $870 and $900 million at the global box office. I don't think we're fully appreciating how absolutely retarded that number is for this movie.
Yeah, it's
This
like top
is
5 or top 3 of IMAX runs of all time or something.
This is stupid. I never saw this one coming. Like after I watched the movie and I loved the movie, I said, I don't think this is going to like do a lot for normies. It's a 3-hour biopic with one explosion and 99% dialogue. And it's 3 hours. It's rated R. I can't fucking believe this movie is eyeing a $900 million global run. That will be, if this thing is 900 million, that will be Nolan's third highest grossing movie ever, but his highest grossing outside of The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. That is insanity. I cannot believe it. So there you go. There you go. Buford says Jeremy loved Oppenheimer. I'm shocked. Well, I didn't love Tenet. Everybody says I'm a Nolan simp. I didn't love Tenet. Tenet's just a fucking bad movie, man. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that try to justify Tenet being something special. I'm sorry. Tenet's a fucking mess.
After the 6th time watching it, you understand it, Jeremy.
That's what I've heard. I've watched it twice. I've had so many Nolan fans going, Jeremy, if you just watch it for like the 6th or 7th time, it starts to make sense. And I'm like, that ain't a good movie, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tenet is not good, but Oppenheimer is phenomenal. It really is.
I mean, I thought that I thought $500 million that they were going to be really happy with that's probably where it was going to end up. That was going to be a big success for the movie considering the budget. 900 million is insane.
That's insane. That is crazy. Crazy. I know we got a bump from the whole Barbenheimer meme in the beginning, but this has nothing to do with all that now.
That's going to outgross every Disney movie that's been released this year.
Rated R biopic.
Yeah.
3 hours of dialogue. It's destroying everything Disney's released this year. That is stupid.
Because I mean, Guardians is like somewhere like 850 or whatever. And that's on a $250 million budget with a $150 million marketing budget. And it made a decent amount of money in China. So it may have just broken even, barely. Yeah. Compared to Oppenheimer at reported $100 million budget. Who knows what marketing was? Probably another 100 million or something. But still, like, they're making money hand over fist on that thing.
Yep. We just got a 50 from Disco Cobra. You guys been paying attention to the latest COVIDs? Apparently lockdowns are already starting in some places. I barely complied last time. No vax, only wore masks to buy food. Not going along with this crap anymore since none of it worked. Yeah, so Alex Jones came out with a report basically 4 or 5 days ago. And then literally the next day, the mainstream started running an uptick, new variants, blah, 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 blah. I mean, we don't have to get too far into it here. Obviously, I'll talk about this more on CobraCast. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to try whatever they can because the election's coming up. We see what they're trying to do with Donald Trump right now. It's nonsense. They're desperate. COVID is another option of that. I have to believe that the people will not fall for it this time. Most anyway. I mean, there's still a bunch of fucking freaks still wearing masks right now because these fucking psychos will believe anything that the television tells them. But I have to believe with the fact of, and there's of course, a lot of flaws with Elon's Twitter, but it's still a better platform today than it was when Jack Dorsey was in charge of it. And there's a lot more opportunity for people to speak their minds and talk to you about what's going on. You obviously have Rumble. We do live in a different social media climate than we did in 2020. We just do. It's not perfect and it's still bad. And the mainstream's still out there programming people. But we do live in a different social media climate. Therefore, I think that the conversation will be different, but they will try. What do you think?
I mean, so before the Alex Jones report came out, for the last couple of weeks, there legitimately have been a lot of people talking about the uptick of COVID. It didn't get a ton of press, but when you looked at, even they were talking about in the state of Florida, the percentage of Walgreens that were returning positive COVID, shit like that. There's a new variant that's going around. It doesn't matter. No one cares, right? The normal population does not care about COVID. But we are starting now to be in the media hype train. Well, what a surprise that during the winter, people, like, as we start to head towards the winter, people might start getting sick more. It's something that fucking happens like every winter. So I just think that obviously they're going to try to do everything they can. I don't know what the population's reaction is going to be. Is there going to be enough people that are just willing to, hey, I mean, whatever, I'll just wear a mask so I don't get fired. I can't lose this job, so I'll wear a mask and I'll get jabbed. I don't know. I don't know if it's just going to be a repeat, to be honest with you.
I think the bigger thing in it, and again, this is where this leans more into like my Cobra Cast stuff, but the bigger thing here is, has Trump handle it if it becomes a big thing? Because that was his biggest policy flaw of his presidency. And how does he handle it? How does he handle talking about it? That's going to be the bigger question, because that's the one thing that can hurt him. Indictments ain't going to hurt him. Nothing is going to fucking hurt him except his mishandling of COVID and how he talks about that moving forward. So that will be interesting. That will be interesting to see.
And like he has to find a way to get past, like, Trump. He loves, like, everything that he's done and everything that he's accomplished.
Yep.
So it's going to be really hard for him to show a little bit of, like, admittance that, yes, I handled that poorly.
He won't say that.
He'll never say that, but he has to find a way to get that message across without in his way, because that is something that people will hold his feet to the fire over.
Yep. So there you go. Let's see. You said Jeremy can't help but to bring up Trump. Well, that's what that's why it's coming. Like, it's kind of related. Yeah. It ain't a coincidence that COVID's just now popping back up as Donald Trump is the leading Republican, in the field, and he's under his fourth indictment. All of this is like, he wasn't indicted in 2021. COVID didn't show up in 2021. He wasn't indicted in 2022. COVID didn't come back in 2022. And now we're late into 2023. Suddenly, all these indictments pop up and COVID's starting to come back. Wonder why? It's all about Trump. 100%. That is just a fact.
Gremlin Anku for 10. I'm shocked they didn't do a Taco Bell combo meal based off Blue Beetle. God, I wish they did. Blue Taco.
I think there was a couple before then. Like, there was a member message and a 5 that I missed before though.
I'm just reading through the chart that we have here.
Okay.
Carnage Undone for 10. What amazes me is how people are trying to say Elemental was profitable. Charlie, Moist Critical, did a video on it. It seems he doesn't understand it didn't beat Spider-Verse and has lost a ton of money. So like the idea that Elemental's looking at a 480, maybe might reach $500 million box office run. The Disney did this. I made a video about this because the head of Pixar Studios came out and said, we feel at the end of the day, Elemental will be a profitable movie. And they do this for spin. They do that so people write headlines. And so retarded people who don't understand the box office, which to be honest, is the majority of people, just say, oh, it made money based on what the head of the studio said. It made money. When you look at it, you look at a $200 million production budget. You look at likely estimated to be around a $100 million marketing budget. You look at the huge international split, which Disney receives only 40% of that box office from those international places. Like, It's not profitable. It needs to hit around $600 million before it breaks even at the box office. This is another one of those, hey, we believe that throughout the entirety of its run over the next 30 years that this many people will buy it digitally or this many people will buy physical copies, and we're going to pay $100 million to ourselves for the right to stream it. So that's how we justify it being profitable. But the normal person, voice critical included, probably has no fucking idea about any of that. So they're just showing a headline that they saw. And when you have a platform that big, then a lot of other retards are just going to repeat that. So.
Yep. And there we are. I like Charlie. He's got some normie takes sometimes.
It's like, that's why they do these things. That's why Deadline writes articles that are lying about Black Adam's budget and Black Adam's revenue stream in order to try to trick people to do damage control for the studios. They do that because they know, and like I say retarded, but the normal everyday person doesn't understand how the box office works. The normal everyday person thinks that if a movie made $250 million on a $200 million budget, that thing made money. That's how their brain works. And that's how the studios want your brains to work.
Yep.
Eugenio Olivencia for 5. Someone still hasn't explained properly how Superman lifted an island made of kryptonite.
Where is it that from?
How Superman lifted an island made of kryptonite. Did that happen in Superman Returns?
God. All I remember Superman Returns, he had a fucking illegitimate child. God, that was so bad. That was so bad. And then he didn't throw a punch. He didn't throw a punch in the movie. The airplane scene was the best scene in the movie.
That's good.
It was the best scene in the movie. And yeah, I don't know. Holy crap. Chat's moving fast.
Ryan.
It did happen in Superman Returns.
Yeah, that's when like Lex Luthor's trying to build the entire
yes. Well, I mean, the movie was directed by Pedo Singer, so I respect.
Whatever, he's made some good movies.
Ruthie dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Ruthie.
Thanks, Ruthie.
I remember Lex Luthor saying wrong.
Yeah,
bro, we need to get that as a clip on the channel. That's a good one right there. I'm doing it right now. I'm going to. I'm gonna get that. When I'm debating or arguing with somebody, I'm gonna use that. Let's see if I can find it.
Like Kevin Spacey, your career is over after these allegations. Wrong. I beat the allegations. Everyone who's going to testify against me died. Ryan for 10 euros. Ryan, do the studios have ways of projecting success of a show, perhaps focus group models and such, or do they just hope for the best? I'm sure they do focus groups. They do stuff like that. They do. They look at analytics for how many people are talking about and how people are talking about which groups of people are more likely to watch. They do all that shit, market research, but it's not a guarantee of success necessarily. It's all based on how good your polling is. TPPT, member for a month, says, I'm pissed. Sorry.
Why are you pissed?
The Blue Futon for 2. Remember the marketing for Sound of Freedom making $177 million? Oh, wait. Yeah, the marketing was $5 million.
I heard that.
$5 million. Let's see. Optimus Prime for 5. If they try to lock down again, I could tell you this is going to be the winter of love. Did you find the clip, Jeremy?
I'm working on it right now. I'm gonna upload it to StreamYards. So
Valientes for 10. Highly agree with you guys in Ahsoka's Hera, the acting and direction. It's really bad. Hera had warmth and was a bit stoic. The new Hera actress is not any of the above.
She's terrible.
Stephen Wasik for 20. Someone needs to remind Dave Filoni that he had a strong 3-dimensional female character in Star Wars, but he stood by and let the mob chase her off because of wrongthink. What an absolute maroon, as Bugs Bunny would say. Thank you, Steven. Mac FFD09 for 20. This is a two-parter. 2 20s, $40. Hail 199. I hope with all the time you guys spend giving us content, you guys are staying healthy. A study done on firefighters showed lack of sleep caused higher cancer and heart issues. Muscle tone is important. We need your voice, especially for us California normal people, for a long time. We don't want Jade tripping you. Thanks for all the content. Keep up the great work and stay healthy. Yeah, I've been doing good. I've been I've been eating pretty well lately and going to the gym almost every day. I'm back in a good routine, so I'm good.
I have no business being as healthy as I am the way I eat, but yet here I am. I'm still here. So until the doctor says otherwise, I'm good to go. I think I have a checkup coming up in the next few months, so we'll see.
Yeah, I haven't actually like been to the doctor, like a real doctor, and I don't know, probably 15 years. So I'm sure I'm fine though. I feel fine. Japanese demon
I
lord
got
of beer.
one for you. I got one for you.
Wrong!
So shocking. Japanese demon lord of beer Lucifer for 2. Rotten Tomatoes removed Ahsoka ratings. Well, I mean, there can't be too many out there left, or too many out there. I don't know if people are allowed to post their shit on it or not.
Play it again. You guys want to play it again?
Wrong!
Such a stupid scene. Yeah, I love it. Let's see. Let me get rid of some of these videos I got in here. We got quite a few videos in here. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's no rating for Ahsoka. I don't know if there had been at one time, but there's nothing to see right there right now. So I'm fully expecting it's going to be like an 85% critic score and like 90% audience score. That's kind of what my anticipation
What
is.
was
for Ahsoka.
Mandalorian season 3?
Fucking miserable. Like a 45% audience, maybe.
Whoa. Really?
Mandalorian.
That's
Let me
really
look.
bad. That's really
Bum,
bad.
bum, 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 bum.
Are you doing the noise to kind of fill the awkwardness while you're looking for something?
Yeah, here we go. Season 3, 51% Rotten Tomatoes score.
Ooh.
85% critics.
Not good. Not good at all. And I see a lot of people scanning in. Thank you for being here. 2,500 people. And we have 350 over on Rumble. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. So I hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying the content here at Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah, I hope all of you tune in to Tuesday night's main event and don't tune out when Ahsoka comes out.
Yeah, man, we can't lose our entire audience, man. We're battling.
What if we saw like 1,000-person drop right at 9 as people just turn on their Disney Plus? Just abandon us.
Just abandon. We'll see. We'll grift hard tonight. We'll see what
Ripa's gonna drop out so we can watch Ahsoka. He's been talking about it for a while.
Rip was like, yo, I gotta go.
I gotta watch Ahsoka.
What if Ripper shows up tonight wearing like a tight ass Ahsoka t-shirt? He's just like, what's up, y'all? Yeah, get ready for Ahsoka.
Bro, I made an Ahsoka video while I recorded one on my stream, and I didn't know what to do for something. I just put Ahsoka and Dave Filoni smiling, saying "my queen." I was like, could have done worse things, but it just made me laugh. Fucking smiling ass Filoni.
Oh man, funny as hell. All right,
we are all caught up on super chats.
We're all caught up. We just got one more come in.
Oh, never mind.
Ned of the Vale. There we go. Yo, G&G, first time hopping over here from Friday Night Tights. Love that Batmobile behind you, Ryan. I dream of having one like that for my collection. Any chance you can point a fella in the right direction to get one? 199 strong. Is that 89?
So it is Michael Keaton's Batman. So somebody sent me this. It's actually the one from The Flash, right? It's like from The Flash toys that they put out. Somebody sent this to my P.O. box a couple months ago. And yeah, but it is fucking cool. It is 89. It's just the Flash version. So, there you go.
There we go. Here, let me full screen you really quick. There we go. Yeah, like that's the...
Look at that
I
thing.
obviously love the Tumblr, but that's the definitive Batmobile right there. That is the definitive Batmobile. That's the coolest Batmobile ever made. I love that Batmobile so much.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool, actually.
A shout out for the person who sent that to me.
Yeah, that's
appreciate
super cool. That is super cool. Yeah, and then I think we don't have anything else on the topic. We're only at 50 minutes, man. That's weird.
I love it.
That's just weird.
We're just gonna run ads for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. You can go to Meta PCs. You can use promo code 199. Get yourself a Meta PCs computer. But no, that's a good one. So chat, I do need to know, what is your favorite Batmobile? And of course it's Batman 89. What is yours, Ryan? Is it Batman 89?
So the only ones that I really like are Batman 89. The Tumbler's cool, but it's not like a Batman thing. You know what I mean? Ben Affleck's Batmobile is cool as fuck. I think, but I think it's cool as shit. And one of the reasons is because I don't feel like it gets actually enough. I don't feel like you see it enough in the movie, to be honest with you. But when I started playing with Ben Affleck's Batmobile on what is it?
Rocket League?
Fucking Rocket League. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. There's also, I think there's a mod that you can play it for Arkham Knight. I think you'd use Ben Affleck's Batmobile as well, which is really fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, we were having like I'm unnecessarily harsh to anything Ben Affleck's Batman. And it's because I hate fucking universe so bad and hate Snyder's universe. We were talking about this last night on Beardo stream, but I was like, my favorite people that have played Batman, obviously Bale's 1, Keaton's 2. I probably put Pattinson 3.
That Batmobile, like, doesn't count, right? Like his Pattinson's Batmobile. It's just a fucking.
It's
It's
cool.
just like, yeah, well, it's cool, but it's not. It's just a souped up car.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like it doesn't feel like it's specially designed, like the Batmobile.
Yeah.
It feels like he got his dad's muscle car and he fucking souped it up, which is cool. And I'm okay with that for, a year 1, year 2 Batman.
Yeah. After that, I probably had, and this is all live action. After Pattinson, I'd go Adam West, then Val Kilmer, then Ben Affleck, then George Clooney. That'd be my list right there.
Clooney.
Yeah.
I can't believe George Clooney was in The Flash.
I know, dude. What the hell? Are you kidding me? What a disaster. Hey, it's good though. That helped your profits, right? That little nod right there definitely helps people go see it. But
and that was like James Gunn. That was
yeah.
James Gunn behind those decisions for what they put at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we can say that we haven't seen a James Gunn project in the DC yet, but he is making certain decisions, right? When it comes to marketing, when it comes to editing these things, when it comes to some of the reshoots that they've done. That didn't change The Flash, right? That didn't make or break The Flash. But this is his thing. And right now it's a fucking mess because of the messaging in a big way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, we're going to end it. Well, we got a few more and then we'll end it. So what do we got? Let's see.
Axel Jessen for 199. We need a Trump/Spacey AI wrong. Jay Hailstorm. Pool Noodles for $10. What's the correct response when Rachel Zegler voices her opinion?
I have it right here. I didn't have it.
Wrong!
Blake Barrett for 2. Biden's the best president of my lifetime. Wrong. Quatrina VR. Batmobile's the best. Oh God. Yeah. There you go.
All right, guys. So Tuesday night's main event happening tonight here on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. I haven't confirmed with her, but I did when Melanie was here. I told her I wanted her back this week if possible. So I need to confirm with her that she's going to be here tonight. So I haven't spoken with her since she landed. So I'll shoot her a message.
Sick.
So is she sick? Okay. I'll have to.
I saw her post that she had been sick from traveling or something.
Yeah, she's been traveling a lot lately, actually. So, because she went to Matsuri, then she came here. So, I'll touch base with Melanie, see if she's going to be there. But we're going to have a good one tonight. So, everybody, we appreciate it. Everybody was scanned in. Thank you for scanning in. Now you can scan out. You guys have a great day, and we will see you a little bit later tonight on Tuesday night's main event. Bye, everyone. The animated series Batmobile is a close second, says Grim.
It is cool. It's like it's tough to judge those against live action ones personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's cool though.
Yeah, 100%. All right, guys, have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.